Hey everyone, hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashley and I use crafting to help heal my mental health, and so I have a small business called ashnicholeco where I am trying to spread that joy of crafting through all of my handmade goods. So welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about just products, new products. I have a few markets coming up in the first market is about 3 weeks, I think it is. So we have a lot of things that we need to get done. I have some new products I need to get done. In my last video, I took product photos and just updated a lot of things there. I've been trying to just slowly update and upgrade my small business. And I have another video that I'm going to make just kind of all about my tips, tricks, and the mistakes that I made in starting my small business, because there was definitely a lot of them, and a lot of them pertain to my ADHD and my own mental health and just kind of how I deal with things. But one of the things that I did when I first got started is I really just kind of I got a little too overwhelmed and too excited to do 8 million things. And so because of that, nothing really felt like me until recently. So I've been going back through and really deciding, like, what is it that I want my small business to be? What do I want to actually sell? How do I want to my branding to look, my packaging to look, all of that. And so that's what we're doing. I just sat down though because it is 2:43, so I'm getting started a lot later in the day than I wanted to, but that's okay. We have the rest of the day. We had a lot of things today, appointments and stuff like that all morning. I'm just now getting around to eating. I just made myself a matcha in these cute little cups that I got from Home Goods, I think it was. But love that. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to finish eating first. And while I'm eating, I'm actually finishing updating the listings that are on my Etsy shop. And once those are updated, I will give you guys a little tour of what my Etsy shop looks like now versus what it looked like when I started. And it's been through multiple iterations already. And then I have a bunch of beads out over here that I need to put away because today we are sewing. I want to sew. I might make a few more things and I'll show you some of the other beaded things that we're making in different projects. But yeah, let me just prop you up so I can finish eating first, and then we'll hop right into creating products. Okay, so my headphones are on, but I can hear. I turned off my video for right now. I'm gonna put up all of my beads that are sitting here on the table, but I just went ahead and I made a few things to get started. I'm gonna try to make a few each day instead of trying to sit and pump out like as many products as possible in one day, in terms of just like beads and things like that, because my fingers, it's so hard for me to grasp the beads sometimes. So unless they're the bigger beads, but I'm ready to take a break. I'm ready to start sewing a little bit, start testing out a few things that I want to do and make. But I wanted to show you a few of the phone charm straps that I have. So that's what I started making with the beads. I decided I'm going to just start with these. I always have one on my phone. And right now on my phone, it is like this. Let me grab it. There we go. Right now on my phone, it's this. And I got this from Miniso like a while ago. And they look, I don't know if they're flowers or eggs, but I've always thought they were really cute. But yeah, so because I'm not sure, and I always am looking for ones that are cute, but I can never find ones that I really like, so I figured I might as well just make them myself. And so I realized in the pack of beads that I purchased, I just kind of purchased everything really quick. I purchased some at Walmart, some on Amazon a while ago, things like that. And so I have a lot of like the standard beads, like this one has a bunch of different colors, but they're all kind of the same, so I can make a lot of one type. These as well. I have 2 packs of these like that are just pastel colors, but a little bit different. As I'm putting these away, I will show you what I have here. And like this one, where they're a little different as well. But as for like the charms, I just have kind of a bunch of random ones. Not everything came with a match. Some of them have like 2 that match, or maybe 1 that match, or they don't have any matches at all, and they're kind of random. Like these 4 peanuts that I don't know what in the world I'm going to do with, but I will make something cute with them. And put them on something. But yeah, so because I don't have a lot of chains that match, I started trying to make ones a little bit different. So these 2 match that I just made, and they're just like evil eye phone charms. I just think they're really cute. And I got a stretchy like nylon cord to use because like I know I have small wrist, but I know every wrist is a different size, and so I want to be able to accommodate everyone putting one of these on and feeling comfortable with it on their wrist. So then I have this like pink purple bow with the butterflies and a couple of evil eyes on it too. This one with the cola bottle on it that I just think is too cute. Absolutely adorable. Like, how cute is that? It's adorable. I don't know how to show these off, but really, really cute. And then I made 2 yellow ones so far. So this one has a heart and a couple of butterflies and things. And then this one has just a lot of different random charms on it too. Hearts, butterflies. But yeah, I think they're really cute. I really like them. I like that they're not super matchy. This one's definitely more purple than pink, so I think I'll do a separate one that's just pink and a separate one that's just purple. But yeah, I'm gonna pack up the rest of these beads right now, put everything away, and then let's get my fabric out so we can start planning and we can start sewing today. It's very exciting. All right, everyone, so I've cleaned up the beads. I've just been kind of getting everything situated over here. I was just threading my machine and making sure that that was set up properly because this is the actual first time I'm sitting down on my sewing machine. I think I said it before. I was like, oh, I want to start sewing. I want to start doing things. I have new products in mind. I've bought fabric. I've literally just been hesitating. I have had just like paralysis in trying something new lately, and so I've just been sticking to the things that I know how to do, and I think I've been hyping myself up a little bit more than I should be, so like really stressing myself out. So right now we're going to sit down and I'm just going to practice just some stitches and just kind of play around with my machine a little bit. I bought a thing of white fabric. Now I know everybody would go to Joann's as kind of their main fabric source, me included, for anything that I needed to do, even before choosing to sew for my small business. If I just wanted any sort of project for myself, I would go and get fabric from Joann's. And now that they're closing, you do have to, just kind of adapt and adjust, and it sucks. So my fabric that I have in that pile over there is a mixture. It's from Joann's, some of it's from Michael's, and then my basic fabrics like this are just 100% cotton fabrics from Walmart because it's cheaper. and you can just buy them whenever you need them. So the white fabric, I'm going to use this for my labels that I'm going to make, and I'm using a tutorial to make my labels from XOXO Charlie. Love her channel. She's great. She sews really beautiful pieces, but she has a tutorial on how to make your own labels. And so I kind of did the math on what's more cost effective, and that is a bit more cost effective for me right now. So I just bought a bunch of plain white fabric from Walmart, and I know that this makes it easier because whenever I need to get more white fabric, I can just go to Walmart and I have it. But I'm going to cut a little square out of this, and I'm probably going to use this side that's a little iffy here, so I can just practice kind of sewing a bit on here, and I can really just kind of play around with what I need. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. So let me just show you guys and move you down a little bit so you can see what's happening. Also, isn't my cutter just like the cutest thing in the world? It's purple. It's from Fiskars. I got it forever ago and I'm obsessed with it. So, all right, let's go ahead. I don't think I'm gonna make it like too crazy. I do need my ruler here just so I can kind of go through with where I want, because I think for right now I'm not gonna cut out a whole bunch. Definitely gonna try to, like I said, I'm just trying to use this like frayed edge that I don't really care about too much. I'll start from here. Like I said, I'm just gonna cut out a little square. Let me actually do this side. Yep, and then just cut it across the top. Oh, I did not cut that all the way through. I feel like the lady at Michael's when I went, let me just get something to cut really quick because this doesn't really matter too much, but when I went to Michael's, and I was just in there looking at fabrics just to see what they had to offer, because they're advertising like crazy that they have all of the fabrics. Like if you're from Joann's, if you're coming from here, like we've got you, I've got you type thing. They were advertising it, and just kind of it was a lot. But while they were advertising about that, it just made me laugh because they gave them a cutting mat like this so they could see like what they needed to cut and what they needed to do. But then the girl, when I bought a couple of fabrics, because I got some Disney fabrics for the Disney market that I have in April, but when I went to go get the fabric cut, and they were like, hold on, she's coming. They just gave her like a regular pair of scissors, like not even a pair of scissors that's like sewing scissors or fabric scissors specifically, just a normal pair of scissors. And this poor girl was struggling. Like it was rough watching her. And I even said it, I was like, they should give you a rotary cutter or something. And she just was like, this is all they gave me. It's like, you're literally in Michael's. So Michael's, make it easier on your staff, please, by giving them either, if you're gonna claim that you now have all the fabrics and stuff, which they didn't, by the way. My Michael's had like a half an aisle, if that, and even if so, all of the fabrics were like they just weren't really great. But yeah, she needs a rotary cutter or some sort of cutter that's not a pair of scissors, because that's kind of a lot. It's insane a little bit. Okay. Take all of these scraps off. I just hated how many strings were hanging there. And let me adjust you back up again. I'm going to change where the camera is sitting at right now so that I can just have you a little closer and we can take a look at me trying to learn how to sew. I'm going to put on my headphones while I'm doing this, so it's just going to be another time lapse for this video. But yeah, we're just going to practice some stitches and just get the hang of the sewing machine, and then I'll check back in with you all in a little bit. Okay, so I just sat down. I went to start sewing something and I already had technical difficulties, so I am trying to figure out what in the world just went wrong. I think it was with the yarn on the bobbin on the bottom. I think I might just switch this out. I don't know how great this yarn is, but we will give it a shot. We'll give it a try. Oh, I see what happened. I think some of my yarn got tangled with this. You know, just things you start learning 3 weeks before you have an actual market to go to. And oh, that's so fun, isn't it? It's great. It's great, great. It's really lovely what I can do here. It's so much fun, but that's why we're doing this, guys. We're learning this together because we're no longer going to be afraid of trying things, because we're afraid we're going to fail at them. Like, it's okay if we do. That's life. That's how we learn. Try to teach that to my son. I will teach it to myself. One thing I've learned with parenthood specifically is just how rough it is sometimes to self-regulate, like on your own. Man, me trying to teach him how to do that and him just kind of learning it on his own. And I don't even know how to self-regulate myself. So it's rough. Let me twist this in a little bit. I have a lot of extra up here, but I can see exactly what happened. So I'll show you guys actually. Okay, so as you can see down here where my bobbin goes, I think some of my other string from the top got like caught in it. So I'm going to pull this out and then restring through this bobbin again, put it back in, and then we'll go ahead from there and see what we can do, see what we can sew. Hey everyone, it's Editing Ashley here, and I realized that I did not finish off the end of those clips. So it skipped a day or two. I was making a couple of beaded things, and then it took me all night to unjam my sewing machine and figure out how that worked. I did not realize how complicated that was, but yeah, it took me a while to get that done. And so yesterday was not my day, it was my husband's day. And so I was taking care of my son all day and playing with him. And so I didn't get a chance to actually start sewing until much later on in the night. And so that's what that last clip was me just kind of practicing. I made two. One is already on my husband's keys, but I made key fobs. This is one of the new products that are going to be coming into the shop. I'm really excited about these. I think they're very cute, and I love this like ramen fabric with the soy sauce and things like that. I just thought it was adorable when I picked it up. I'm going to make them in two sizes. So this one's going to be our smaller size, which is about 6 inches, I believe. And then we will have one that's a little bit longer than that because I realized that my wrist, it fits really well. But when I was trying them on my husband's wrist, I realized it was a little tight getting over like his hand and stuff. So I'm excited about getting those done. And then I also did not put in any of the Etsy stuff, but I will just tell you all, go and check out my Etsy. Everything has been updated on there now, and I'm continuing to add in all of the products that were not on there before. So later on today, I'm going to be adding in all of the magnetic bookmarks that weren't added on there. I have a few stickers that were printed off that weren't added on the shop already. And then I'm adding in all of the punch needle items and the regular bookmarks as well later tonight. So I'm very excited about that. By the end of this weekend, all of the listings are going to be up there, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, just wanted to end this out. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for waiting. And I will see you all next week in a new video, another studio vlog on Monday. Bye.